Hello, 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 and welcome back to another episode of Spook Coast to Coast. We are on December month, so that automatically makes this Christmas month. So, thanks for tuning in for another episode of Spook Coast to Coast Christmas edition. We did it last year. We're going to be celebrating the holidays all month long, just like we do our birthdays. And who's responsible for this background? Because it came out awesome. Babe,
like
good job.
I didn't even notice that.
Hey, Joey, how you guys doing? Ready for the holidays?
We're ready. No. I was like, we're ready. No. What about you guys? Are you guys ready?
Jen and she did a majority of the bulk lifting, but I did assist. So what? I did assist with a lot of the decorating here.
Boy, where?
I did assist with a lot of the decorating.
Even
here.
the sixth man gets a ring. Even the sixth man gets a ring.
Oh
my. Let's see. Simpsons, yes. So what's up, Michael and Ashley? We have.
I love it. Oh, oops. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I just joined
the line here. What's up, guys? We have Yvette.
Real quick,
Shannon.
Limestone has a video that came out today at about like 2 p.m. It's the final of the Pylon Manor. Please go check it out. A lot of EVPs, very good. So after here, go over there and check that video.
I am not getting notified. I hit notify me.
What's up, Nate?
What's going on?
Hey,
Renee, baby girl. Hey, sugar.
Hey, go get them.
Limestone Sasquatch. Everybody, thank you. Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
So guys, how did you like our episode last week of True Crimes Thanksgiving edition?
Mm-hmm.
I know the four of us, we had a blast, and I got a lot of views. So I'm hoping you guys enjoyed that, and we will be back to do another true crime episode some point this month, right? Or
we're doing Christmas edition.
Oh, we're gonna do a Christmas edition true crime episode, so be sure to tune into that. But we are back to our roots, even though it wasn't supposed to be an all the time thing. We are back to our roots, having a guest on. So, babe, why don't we tell the good folks about Lara and 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃?
Yes. So today we welcome Lara. You'll find her on Instagram as Seance and Sensibility, and she specializes in 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗧ography. Very good. And that is essentially, if you know tea leaf readings or coffee readings from a cup. I put it on the promo video. Very cool. I've always been interested in that. So it's another form of divination, like tarot cards, pendulum, etc. And I will have her explain how it gets read and how she started with that. She does also do paranormal investigations, or investigates, I would say, and documents all her adventures on the Instagram page that we mentioned. So let's bring on Lara.
Hi.
Hey.
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you.
I'm excited to talk to you.
I'm excited because we haven't had anybody that's done this form of divination yet. So speak to you would be amazing.
Thank you. I wish it traveled better. I wish I could like take a coffee cup on an investigation and be like, who's here? Tell me.
That would be
I haven't
cool.
tried it.
That'd be really cool. Yeah.
So how did you start with just investigating and divination in general? Like, how did this start for you?
Those are two totally different paths. Like the 𝗟𝗏𝗃𝗧ography, the reading of cups is something. I'm Armenian by background, so it's something that a lot of Armenians do. My grandmother did it, my mom did it, and I think when I was around, I don't know, somewhere between 10 and 12, they handed me the cup and they're like, "What do you see?" So you just immediately started there. And I always tell folks it's kind of like reading clouds or seeing images in clouds, because the coffee, after you drink it, you turn it over and it dries and it always forms an interesting pattern. And you look at it and read it and interpret it. And there are some rules that can vary from culture to culture in terms of like what certain animals mean, or if you see 3 dots or something, that's usually like a passage of time. So you can like look at days, weeks, months. And the bottom of the cup is your emotional space, your heart space. If something spills over the outside of the cup, signifies abundance. So you have your little rituals and your little the meanings of different things, but it's a good place to concentrate your energy. And
Yep.
that has
Sorry.
been the place. No, that's just been. I wish I could look into a crystal
Here.
ball and see things, because that would be so much cooler. But it's coffee cups for me.
Nice.
So you get the nice caffeine boost and a reading.
Are you supposed to drink it, or is it like something you brew and then you like dump and then just, or can you drink it?
You're supposed to drink it. I mean,
Okay.
you're supposed to drink it all, but if you hate the taste of coffee, you're supposed to at least touch your lips to the corner of the cup, and so it has part of your energy. And if someone's doing it remotely, they can do it for you and like dump out the coffee, but they have to be really concentrating on you and trying to put your energy into it.
I definitely want to try one. So whenever you are available, I would love to.
Yeah, we're close. You can
Yeah.
you can definitely do that.
Yeah, I like that.
That's cool. What I was thinking, like you drink it and then your energy. See, I didn't even know that. When you see it online, everybody. I mean, you're like, say somebody does it on YouTube and then they don't really show like what they do with the coffee. It's just like there. So yeah. So I didn't know.
I actually have a little video on Seance and Sensibility about, I show you how to make the coffee and you take a little sip and then when to turn it over. Because a lot of people, it's kind of funny to watch, but a lot of people drink just a little too far, and you can tell because they're choking on the grinds a little bit. They're like, "Oh, am I supposed to drink this much?" Like, no. When it starts to get muddy, you stop, you flip the cup over, and you let it dry. And then you have to read it, because you can't read it wet. Everything's still forming.
Yeah.
So do you have to let it like sit there, or like, so when you make coffee, you let it sit there and then they drink it?
After they drink it, it has to sit upside down so that it can like draw the coffee and create the images on the inside of the cup. And it usually takes 10 to 15 minutes for that to dry and so that you can read it.
That's really cool. Yeah, I've seen them on shows, but I don't know anybody that does it. So this is really cool.
I've taught people how to do it. Like when I was in high school, I taught my girlfriends how to read coffee cups because I wanted readings too. So yeah, it's definitely a teachable skill. If you can see images in clouds, I think you can read coffee cups.
Yeah.
Yvette, it's not Bustelo, just in case if you were wondering.
Yvette's asking what kind of coffee, and she went straight over to her kitchen and grabbed a Bustelo. I know it's Cuban coffee. It's not that.
I don't know if that. My mom's from Argentina, so so I'm used to a lot of Latin coffees, but I don't know that one. I guess it's a Cuban specialty. It depends on the grind. Like if you go to the store, it's usually not. They don't do it well enough. But if you go to the store and you can grind your own coffee, there'll be a blend that says Turkish blend, like as fine powdery as you can get it. That it can be any coffee, but it's the grind.
Turkish blend. Now I know what you're talking about. Yes, I have seen that actually. So that's like super fine.
It's super fine.
Okay. Does it taste good?
It tastes so good.
Yeah.
You like espresso if you like coffee taste. Like it packs the most caffeine punch. You drink it in little tiny espresso cups, right? Like it's super caffeinated and very tasty.
Okay. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I will be that day.
Just have a sip. I won't torture you. I have friends that don't drink coffee and they're like, okay, but just for a reading. And I'll take a little sip.
I'm excited. Yeah, I want to try it.
And no sugar, right? Obviously
you can put sugar in it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
You can.
Okay.
Listen, now we're getting right up my alley. This is
no cream.
So would you be able to do like us at the same time? Or is that like too much?
Different cups.
Different cups, yeah.
Yeah.
But you would be able to do 2 people at once?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll just do one person, then move on to the other person. Like,
okay,
easy.
That's neat. So normally, from what I've seen in so the the cup readings, is it, what is it? It's not a past thing. Is it a future or an immediate, like something that's going on right now, or something that you see in the present, or something in the future, or can it tell you something from the past maybe too, or?
It's more difficult to do past. I don't think that it even has a symbology to read it. I wish I had a coffee cup right next to me so I could pull up. But you start from the handle, and that is like present day. And then you read clockwise around the cup, and that's the future. So I don't think there is a way that I know of to see past, because that's how I delineate time. And if it's the first time that I'm reading somebody, it's usually, unless there's a lot going on, it's usually a year, like the whole cycle that I'll be reading. And then if I'm reading for my friends, and if I read people more frequently, then we're like, okay, what's this next month going to look like? Or, like the time shortens. But initially, yeah, I think it's just present and future. And also just emotional state. So I could see, like, maybe I could see somebody ruminating or thinking about the past. That's a way that the past could come up. But other than that, no, it's very much present and future.
That's cool.
I think it's so neat.
Yeah.
Boy, have you seen any online? Like, have you seen?
I've seen some because I like listening to ASMR, and so I listen to like the ASMR tasseography, but then I have to do it with my eyes closed, because I'm like, that's not right. That's not what that means. And you get really but I think everyone has a different style. So
Yeah, I didn't even find ASMR of that. I'm totally gonna look for that because I love ASMR.
I knew the second you said that, I was like, oh, that's right up.
Yeah, I use
right
it as long as it tells me my future is good. And I was like,
when I think, not that he's necessarily the best, but he's just the name that I remember. It was Tony Bomboni. You can see why I remember the name. He does a lot of different types of ASMR, but one of the things he did was coffee readings, like pick which one of these 3 cups like is your fortune, and then he'll do that.
Was he Italian?
I'm assuming he was.
Tony.
He's gay, so right up our alley, but yeah.
What I was gonna ask was I have a few questions.
I'm having a hot flash. Sorry, guys.
Cool. Okay, so you know how like in certain divination, it's maybe your guide or your higher self giving that reading for you, or like those responses. So who would you say, or how does it work when it comes to like this? Like who's really giving like the answers? You know what I'm saying?
Who's responding?
Who's responsible for like the images?
That's a good question. Yeah.
I haven't thought too much about that, but I think it would be the same type of thing. Your spirit guide, your higher self, you connecting to, the source or whatever your beliefs are. I know that my grandmother, who is very, very good at coffee reading, was also super religious. And so when in her later years, she was like, no, I don't do that. Whatever Jesus says, like everything's fine. And we're like, Grandma, please. She'd be like, all right. Just, say a couple of words. But to her, it was like there was a push and pull between the cultural aspect of the coffee reading and the religious aspect of fortune telling that a lot of people are, have opinions about.
Yeah.
I look at it as the cultural thing,
Yeah, she's really, really into this stuff. I didn't know a lot about this until the show, to be honest with you. A lot of this stuff I had no idea.
I know. I thought we were going to talk about ghosts, but I'm sure we'll get there.
We will.
But it's weird. Sometimes you see things that are very, very specific, even in people's lives that because obviously I read a lot of like friends, and I'll know things about their lives, and then I see something, whether it's something positive or negative. And I always, if I do see something that's going to be negative, I always ask the person if they want to know.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Respect. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Some people are just trying to have fun, and I don't want to be like your grandma.
Yeah.
Dead,
Jab him in the stomach. Hit him in the stomach.
How long did it take you to
for the good news?
I'm sorry, how long did it take me to what?
To like really like be like, oh, I got it down, like you learned it.
I think by the time I was 14, my mom was like, you're actually really good at this. And she would have me read her friends' coffee cups. My mom was also into everything like occult and supernatural, and she was completely addicted to fortune telling, like for of all clients. So she loved having me there to do this. But like when she was in a bad mood, she was like, "Ugh, I need a reading, I need a limpia, I need something, like something
Aw.
to get the juices going." So yeah, she
Yeah.
put me to work.
Can you read
Wow.
for yourself, or you had to get it from somebody else?
I can, when I read, I focus in so much that after that reading, I don't even remember what I've said. So when I was away in college in San Francisco, I was like, I need a reading. So I would read for myself, but I would record it because I can't read and listen at the same time. And then I
Yeah.
would play it back and I'd be like, oh, I think that might refer to this. And I, you know,
Yeah.
I would like listen to it as a,
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Good
when
luck.
you're doing stuff, like you don't really remember, like I don't remember saying that.
Even investigating, like paranormal investigating, is good to record because
Yeah.
I don't remember half the
It's
shit
just
that I'm
like what
asking.
Laura's saying though. It's
Yeah.
like you're so in tune, you're so focused on the moment or what it
Yeah.
is that you're trying to do that you kind of miss things.
yes.
You know?
And it is the same with paranormal stuff because I remember one of the investigations we did at Lamb. I was using GhostTube and I was recording, and you know, you're just trying to keep track of all your gadgets, and especially when there's other people there. And I didn't know that I caught an EVP on it until I went home and listened to it, and I was, you know, listening to it over and over and over, and I heard someone go, and I was like, oh, that was a real EVP. Nobody
That's
said
right.
anything.
Yeah.
The
The best.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, this coffee's hot. So this says, hey, this coffee's hot.
She's even doing
So I can see, does coffee tasiography differ from tea tasiography? No, I mean, in concept, it's the same, except I was saying before we started recording that I cannot read tea to save my life, and I have tried. For some reason, those images just don't form for me. The coffee grounds are so fine that it like draws a better picture for me to read. But I'm working on tea, but it's the same basic concept.
That's so interesting how some can see one or the other, you know? Like it's
Mhm.
not, maybe the tea is just not meant for you to read. It's the coffee. Yeah, that's really cool.
That's true. You know, especially
Yeah.
with
I've really tried.
the
I'm like,
filter.
Yeah.
I see tea leaves. Like I'm not
And look at
seeing
me like, what is that?
And leave, and that's it.
Yeah. Like, well, it looks like something. I don't know. It could
Yeah.
be.
Maybe Laura wasn't meant to spill the tea.
She like spilling the coffee.
Thank you, Laura. Oh, that was awesome. She did the drums. Appreciate it.
Well, he's a drummer.
That was
so
my highlight.
I have
Got
a
to see you
lot
next
of-
week.
Good. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye, sir. No, what I was gonna say was there's some Instagram channels, I guess, or whatever, or shorts I've seen, let's just put it that way, where they'll do a cup and they don't tell you what it is. It's just like, what do you see? And then put it in the comments. And then like I'm always, so that's like I practice that way because I don't do it like that, but I've always wanted to.
I did that once. I did one post like that, and I got very few people commenting. So I was like, okay, I'll tell you what I see there.
Do it. Keep doing it. Because if I would have seen it, I would have been all over it. I'd be like, I see a duck, a swan, a bear. I don't know, a ladder. Whatever. Crazy thing.
And if that happened, I would be like, okay, so what does that mean to you? You know,
Yeah.
maybe a bear has a deep significance in your life that I'm not going to pick up on. This
Right.
one, I don't know why I just remember this one, but I was reading for this woman who I didn't know at all. It was a friend of someone. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. I saw something about her mother, and I said, I don't know if your mom is a Leo or what, because I just see a lion, like a huge lion's head. And they started laughing, and I was like, what? And she said, my mom is obsessed with lions. There are lions all over her house. Everything she has, like, wow. Like I didn't know how to interpret it. I was like, is this her sun sign? But you know,
That's
so
cool.
just stuff like that.
So are you open for readings? So if anybody's like interested, are you like, do you do this as like a hobby, or do you do kind of like,
Hobby, friends and family? Yeah.
oh, okay. I'm all, I want one. You're like, no, I don't do this for everybody. Sorry.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? I just felt like I don't charge strangers for it. So.
Cool. Yay.
What? Oh, so I know everybody commented on your background, and that's one of the first things that I
know. I love that
said to
golf.
you when we first went
Yeah.
on the backstage. I was like, I love your background. So
Yeah.
you think that's your seance room?
Yeah, this is my seance corner. I don't know if like I'm probably gonna mess this up, but like I have.
I love that.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen, and I did it anyway, like a
All
dork.
right, this is
Give
the
me a
seance
second.
floor, guys. Is the carpet? I love it.
Hold on, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. Don't even worry.
Well, I dropped
Very
my
good.
camera, and now I have to figure out how to put it back.
We have a sneak peek of the carpet, which is gorgeous.
Oh my god.
I love the
Such a
vibe.
dork.
Yeah.
Why did I
That
do
is
this?
so cool.
No worries,
Okay.
no worries.
All right. Yeah, no, it didn't no time at all to put the camera back on. Anyway, I won't do that again. But thank you so much because I did completely fight for this wallpaper. My husband didn't want it.
Love it.
And
It's so-
I don't know why he gets a say in my decorating. I guess he lives here too. But he left it to me. So many of our walls would have fabric wallpaper, but he finally
Right.
agreed on this one. Oh, thank you for saying it's beautiful. He finally agreed on this one because I convinced him that it looks like an Edward Gorey drawing, and he
Mhm.
loves Gorey. So I was like, look, this is just like the drawings in those books that you love. And he was like, okay. Well,
And I love how you broke it up. You know what I mean? Like you put the black on the bottom and the other one on the top. So it's not like just all too busy. It's like broken up and it's perfect balance. I love that.
thank you.
I wish
Only
I
my
had.
friend Dawn knows how much, like it took us a year to design this space because I had to get my
Yeah.
husband to agree to stuff.
Can I get a corner decorate like that? I don't have room. I don't even have one corner in this house. We have so much.
She has the
furniture.
whole house.
There's like nowhere to put a corner. Even if I wanted a corner, I would have to
We've
get a
lived in
box
this
to make
house-
my own little box.
We've lived in this house for 10 years, and this used to be an empty corner. We had my daughter's gymnastics stuff put up
Mhm.
here. And then a year ago, when she quit competitive gymnastics, I was like, okay, I think I can take over the corner now. What am I going to do with it? So,
Yeah, it's cool though. You don't have to have like a green screen like us. We're like, it's like.
But
perfect.
your green screen's pretty cool.
Thank you. Yeah, as long as we don't move.
But you can
Sometimes-
just hear.
Sometimes, depending on Joey's sitting, it looks like a hand is like grabbing his head. It's hilarious.
Oh my god.
Or like a hat, you'll see half of his face is gone. Yeah, it's
Do you do the so at your house? Do you practice seances, or you just do like seances? As far as is it a normal seance? Like what typically people think is a seance? I guess I would.
Hi, Michael.
say.
I don't actually. I love seances, and I'm really, really into the spiritualist movement of like the early 1900s. I just think it's cool fashion, cool stories. I love all of it, but I don't actually do seances. Although I would love to, I don't have that kind of ability. So in my house, I try to keep it a spirit-free zone for the rest of my family, and so that I can sleep at night. So one of the questions that I wanted to ask you guys is, do you use your paranormal equipment at home ever? You're a no there, you're a yes here.
Yeah, I would say not. I don't run a spirit box here. I would have used like my obvious a word bank. I let Joy do that over there in her house.
So for further context, why she said the whole spirit box, I was building a portal.
No, I set it for this.
I was building a portal, and I was just like, hey, let's see if it works. And the very first thing that came out was said, hey, you. I was like, nope, turn this off, and that's it.
It said, hey, you.
What do you mean you were building a portal? Like a spiritual portal?
No, like a spirit portal, like a spirit box portal, right?
It's a spirit box that you essentially plug into a honeytone, a guitar amp, and what's the other thing?
A reverb.
A reverb. You
Like
plug that into the honeytone, and it just plays the SB louder.
The
So the ones they basically charge you a lot for that you can build yourself very easily.
Yeah. I built
so
my
then
own
that you
Amazon
just
teddy
plug in
bear,
your
but that's
spirit
it.
box, like your SB, the thing that runs the radio sweeps. You just plug that into that, and essentially it's just a loud ass speaker.
It
and then
amplifies it.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So
Yeah.
Joy,
But-
you run that in your home?
I do. I have haunted dolls. So I
Oh.
don't investigate my house, but I do talk to my dolls. Or like if we do a show, we'll do my dolls, and then sometimes I feel like, I don't know if you guys agree 305, but we feel like things are coming through that are not my dolls sometimes.
Sure.
So, but yeah, we do. But I don't actively investigate my house. I don't want to know. Even though we know we have shit here, we just don't want to pay attention, because it's scary. I have to sleep here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. The first time that I did a paranormal investigation, and I was just kind of like tiptoeing dipping my toe into the field. I took my friend Dawn, who I drag with me everywhere, and we went to the cemetery in LA. She's the unwitting accomplice to everything I do. So
I love
we
it
went
though. At
to
least you have somebody to go with.
and she's like a spirit magnet, so
I
very
love it.
very cool. But we went to the cemetery and we had ghost tube on, and I turned off the Wi-Fi location thing so I could
Good.
try to get as
Mhm.
clear a setting as I could or whatever. So it wasn't super active. We got some things, but it wasn't anything to write home about. So then we were like, okay, bye spirits, bye cemetery, and we went home. And I didn't do the rookie mistake. I did not announce that nothing was allowed to follow us home. I didn't do the closure that I always do now. And it didn't even occur to me. And then the next morning, my daughter was like, I couldn't sleep all night. Something was here. I think you brought something home. She came
Oh
and went steps
my
outside her door. And I
God.
was like, I'm so sorry. I'm going to sage the house right now. So
Is your daughter sensitive?
not particularly, but every once in a while
She'll
it
feel
has
like
to be like
something's
pretty amped up for her to feel something.
Wow.
She likes to say she doesn't believe, but you can't not believe and be scared at the same time.
That's true.
Can
Yeah.
you?
What was it that she
True.
felt that she thought that you brought something home?
She heard
man.
footsteps outside her door
Oh,
all night
Oh.
long.
Wow.
Mm.
oh my
So
God.
what do you do in that situation? What do you do to get rid of it?
So that was, I think if something hasn't been in your house for a long time, it's a lot easier to get rid of it. So the walkway to our house, I've planted all white sage plants. So I can bundle my own sage. And I went around every single corner of the house and, said my prayers and told whatever didn't belong to get out.
Right.
Even
And did
it
it
wasn't
help?
invited.
Do you feel like it?
Completely lifted
Good.
the energy of the space, and she didn't complain anymore that she could hear things. So
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever's here doesn't bother us. Well, it doesn't bother me. Does it bother you? So we just kind of let it be,
It's like, whatever.
Joey's the silent partner.
He's like, no comment. You see that? He just starts laughing. He's like, no comment. He's like, this is
Well,
why
maybe
he's
it
like,
does
this is
bother.
why you're so bitchy.
Maybe it does bother him. I don't know.
He's like, maybe that's why you're so bitchy. Just kidding.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Hey,
I don't mind if family is here. I don't mind if friendly spirits are here, but
Yeah.
I don't want anything that doesn't belong here.
Right.
And I
Yeah.
always really specify that when I'm doing the cleansing. I'm like, ancestors can stay,
Yeah.
friends that I knew in life can stay,
Yeah.
spirit guides can
Sure.
stay, everything else has got to go.
Guts to go. Yeah. Yeah.
have you ever been in a situation where you find well, maybe not, but it's taken more than a few times to get rid of something?
Yeah, when I was younger, when I was like 16, 17 and doing the Ouija board with my friends, and definitely brought things into the home that we couldn't even get rid of with a priest. So
No.
Oh, dang. Wow.
yeah, I learned by making mistakes. So
So how long have you been investigating?
Teacher.
I'm sorry?
Oh, go ahead, Mondo.
No, I was saying that's the best teacher.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But
How long?
unfortunately, it's non-transferable because I told my daughter, I'm like, listen, I know at some point you're going to want to do Ouija boards and stuff like that. First of all, don't do it. Okay. But secondly, do not do it in the house. Go to the park. Go do it at your friend's house. Please don't do it here.
Yeah.
Because first of all, I will know and I'm going to be pissed. and
Right.
you don't know the powers that you're working with, especially at a young age. You just think it's fun, or you halfway believe that it's not real. So you're really pushing the envelope on things that you don't understand, and there are entities out there just waiting for you to do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure. How long have you investigated total? Like, are you considered
So
a
not real long, actually. I've been involved in spirituality, witchcraft, occult practices since I was a teenager.
Okay.
But actual ghost hunting this year. Like
Really?
actually just
Oh,
just
wow.
getting equipment and going out and doing it I'm new to that. Which is super cool because even 10, 20 years ago, you didn't have all this stuff. You
Right.
had a feeling, you had chills, you had maybe a door would slam or a light would turn on or off or something, but we weren't all walking around with the EVP meters and ghost tube and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's so fun now.
Oh yeah.
It's really cool.
What was your first equipment buy?
For sure, the K2 meter, because it's cheap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first one. That's bad, actually. You could do a lot with just that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's for a starter. That's like one of the first perfect things to have. Is that?
Are there any tools that you don't like using? Like, I don't like using dowsing rods because I just think they're so easy to manipulate. Like, you just move the slightest bit and the thing, like, I don't know.
Yeah, Jen's a pro. Yeah, Jen's a pro at it. I think it depends on the
Yeah?
person. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
No, you're good. You didn't know. Yeah. I know. What I don't like? Mine is apps. I mean, I like apps. I'll use them when I don't have equipment, but I prefer not to use apps. That's mine.
Mhm.
Not saying they're bad. If it was like a phone that doesn't have any service attached to it, then I would say, okay, the apps are for me more believable. But if it's my working phone, I'm kind of like, because I am a skeptic. So
Right. That's
take
good.
a lot for me to be, believe.
I
don't know
take
about
my
you.
daughter's old phone that has no service at all.
Yeah, that's what
So
I
I
do
put
too.
ghost tube on that.
Mm-hmm.
But I
What
did
about-
just buy an Alice box that I haven't really tested in a real
I
situation.
see that. Yeah, I see that.
What is that?
I see that. That's the hottest thing now. Is
I
that
see
and
a lot of people using.
there's
It's
only
a
one
cheaper
more.
𝗚𝗏𝗧. It's just a word
that
bank
we have,
that spits
but it's
out.
an Alice box.
Do you
And
like
then-
it? Have you seen the one that's called Spirit? What's the one that you have, Joy?
Spirit Chat. I love
Yeah.
that one. That one's a good one too.
So
I've had
what-
really good responses.
Is there a difference between either one of those, or
I think they're
For
the
what?
same, just different packaging.
For what I feel like, the Alice box, it says the words to you, right? Is that right? Is it? Yeah. See, the Spirit Chat doesn't. It just goes beep, and then you have to look at the box.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's
Oh.
probably the only difference
Okay.
between
Sure
the
it
two.
doesn't say it?
No.
It
Well,
says
the
it-
new one,
it's-
the new one does.
Oh, the new one says it
I
really
think the-
low.
yeah, the new one does, but the older version,
Original
which
one
I
just
like,
makes a noise.
doesn't. Yeah.
So I just saw somebody say, I want an 𝗚𝗏𝗧. I had the opportunity to test ghost tube against an 𝗚𝗏𝗧 in New Orleans over the summer. And we did like a haunted thing, and the lady doing it had an 𝗚𝗏𝗧 that we could sort of borrow and look at. I swear to God, ghost tube is better. The 𝗚𝗏𝗧, that it's cool, but there is just nothing that I can think of to justify that price.
I know.
$600 for.
I have one, but I bought mine way before.
now
it
they're
went
$600.
Yeah.
Sorry.
$300
Put in my mouth like a real.
No,
arrogant,
you're
like,
fine. No, I paid.
and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm just offended. So
No, when I bought mine, it was the older Bill Chappell was still making them, so I think I paid $450. So mine's pretty old, but I don't use it as often as I use the Spirit Chat. The Spirit Chat I've had really good responses with.
Yeah, you get good.
Yeah, I get really good.
I have an 𝗚𝗏𝗧. I use 𝗚𝗏𝗧. I have
you
like
compare. Have you ever like done it side by side?
no.
Oh, but I need to. I want
When
to.
did you buy?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing with the Spirit Chat, like with the Alex box, can you go back and look at the words once they spit out?
eBay.
You can look at it like in that session, but once you turn
Wait,
the
what
box
did it-
off,
Same thing with the spirit chat. That's the only downside to these, the ones that we have, is you can't go back and look at the words. With the obelisk, you can go back and look at every word that came through. And then
Yeah,
plus
there's
it's like
those two.
different, there's different things you can use too. It's not just the words, right? You can use like yes or no, and there's like a little drawing thing. There's like there are different things to it.
Oh,
So,
There's different
The B or
options
whatever.
for it.
yeah.
Which I've never used any
Okay.
of those.
But
Straight.
$600. Yeah.
Do you know what is? I've recently acquired a dead bell, and then within 2 weeks, I acquired 2 more. But
love
the
it.
first dead bell
Yeah.
that I bought, that I thought was broken because I was trying to test it out in my home. You know, it goes off of EMF, so I had my little K2 meter, and I'm like trying to see the K2 meter was going off, and the dead bell was dead. So I was like, this stupid thing doesn't work. That's nothing that I pay $50 for is going to ever work.
Yeah.
But when I took it to an actual investigation, the spirits loved it.
I'm
And they
telling
would
you.
not stop ringing it. And you
Yeah.
had to be like, stop.
When
It was-
when Ghost Stop came out with theirs, I'm like, it's a freaking bell. Like, really? You know what I mean? But no. And I was watching some video and that I seen the responses I get. And I was like, I have to get one. I have to. And that thing is just like nonstop. And I'm anal with these spirits. I know I get on their nerves. I'm like, can you do it 3 times? I need to make sure I'm talking to you. You know what I mean? Because one time is like, 2 times is like, But I'm like, prove that you're really, if you set that shit off 3 times, there's no way. You know what I mean? On command.
And then once they like something, they don't want any other equipment. They're like,
Yeah,
I
pretty
know.
much.
I
Yeah.
I hate
know.
that.
Yeah.
I do hate-
Yeah.
It's like, all right, answer me some other way, and I have to like turn something off completely. I'm like, we're not doing this.
Yeah, we did too, because this one just wouldn't stop. And we're like, okay, this is annoying now.
Yeah.
And
The thing with the dead bell, though, a lot of people, I don't know if they do it or not, but you got to kind of play with the settings. Like if it's just going off for no reason, you obviously want to turn it on. I can't speak for everybody, but that's what we do. We just kind of turn it up, and then because I have 2 dead bells, I bought the ones from Ghost Stop. So the newer one it's a bigger box, but I feel like that one's not as sensitive as the older box. So I feel like the newer box, I feel like I'm turning it up too high, but in reality, it's not high. It's just different from the older one.
They
You know what I
say
mean?
it's more sensitive.
I don't
what?
know. No, I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe it's just my newer one.
so Ghost Stop, I have a Ghost Stop dead bell, and
Uh-huh.
that is the more expensive one.
Yeah.
And I do have to turn the sensitivity all the way up, and it barely ever rings.
Okay.
The one from US Ghost Adventures, which
Uh-huh.
normally I don't.
Is that the red
love.
one? The red, is it red?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
The red one I have to set on the lowest sensitivity.
That's how the older dead bell one from Ghost Stop is.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is.
Hmm.
One's more sensitive than the other. It's really weird. I don't know. Yeah. But then
Ghost
sometimes when I'm using
land.
the newer one, I'm like, is it too high? Because I feel like I'm turning and turning and turning. And my other one, I just barely turn it on. So it's definitely a learning curve.
Ashley, tell me in the chat why you won't get one. I kind of
Yeah.
want one.
I know there's a bit.
I mean, oh yeah, my bad. Yvette, sorry. We originally did.
Yeah, we use. I have a real bell too, and it doesn't ever ding either. Like the ones that are just ding. Yeah, it doesn't do.
Yeah. I think on some of the times that we've used the bell, I feel like it's gone off, but we're not making it, not through like it's manipulated. And
Oh,
it's very like flat. It's almost like they can't even ding it correctly. It's like clank. It sounds like a clank.
Yeah,
And I
that's
feel like-
happened before.
I count that as a ding though. I feel like they
No, I
don't-
know it's doing it, but I kind of think they're not using whatever it is supposed to be, like the EMF, to make it thing. I think it's them trying to like,
Actually, press
just touch it.
and then that's
Oh.
why it's like weird.
That's
Like,
a
I've
really
heard
interesting
some
point.
videos
That's a really interesting point that you're making, Jen, because when I tried to physically ding it, it had that muffled sound.
yeah.
But then when the spirits do it, it sounds crystal clear.
See, no, not for us.
Exactly.
When I physically touch it, it dings, and then when I don't, sometimes we hear click, 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 and nobody's touching it. So I feel the opposite. I feel like they're just going by it, but they're not touching it. And then when it dings, I feel like they're actually right.
Good question.
Do you feel that way?
I don't know.
Ah, you don't need to.
Rob wants to know, even this goes for both of you because you guys are in California. Have you ever investigated the Hollywood sign. A Hollywood Hills.
Can't get up. You can't. I mean, there's a way to get up there, but I think it's heavily patrolled.
A few years ago, I went on a ghost walk there, like a ghost hike.
Yeah.
And if I had had equipment back then, I suppose I could have done that, but I haven't gone back there with equipment.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of stuff in those mountains.
Just in Griffith Park, because that's part of Griffith Park, right?
Yeah,
Just-
I thought it was.
Yeah, I think
No.
so.
Oh, like on the other side?
'Cause it's like by the observatory, isn't it? I don't know. It's just
not exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all in the same kind of area, just on the other side of the mountain. Oops, I'm flinging shit over. I almost lost my camera too.
Uh-oh.
I thought so. You can go up there. Like I don't know. I've never been a camera. I don't know.
It's
It's a secured location.
Yeah,
I mean, you can probably sneak in, but they have cameras and shit. They'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing your? Is it Lara? Right, Lara.
It's Lara. Uh-huh.
Sorry,
Lara.
okay. Lara. I butcher people's names, so I wanted to ask. Sorry. You probably have a better answer because you've been up there on the ghost walk. Is it easy to get to, or did you have to like go through a hike?
It's a bit of a hike.
Is
You
it a
can
hike?
get close enough, but if you want to go like touch the sign, you're definitely going to have to climb over some fences.
Okay.
It's they've tried to deter people because I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, everybody used to go up to when I was a teenager, everybody used to go up and drink at the Hollywood sign and stuff.
Oh, really?
Like it just attracts a lot of, people. So they just
In
try
other
to
words.
discourage that. And the houses there are, multi-million dollar Hollywood Hills homes. And you can imagine why they don't want a bunch of drunk teens and ghost hunters in their
I
backyard.
didn't know that was houses.
Yeah. The only way I know is going through parts of like we're in the Universal area up that way,
Mm.
but I can't get close to it. Like you could get, that's as close as I know to get to it. I don't know how to get like the back of it, I guess. Is it the
You
back?
have to hike.
Was
yeah,
it,
you'd have
yeah.
to.
Okay. So when you went to the ghost walk, they took you through to the back, right? So you see the back of it?
No, we went as close as we could to the front of it, but it was uphill and a lot of like winding streets and a lot of private streets. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to.
I really
But
find
going
like a lot of people died there in that area,
Mhm.
or they found bodies there or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, suicides and murders and stuff.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, I
going to
don't-
say the last investigation that we did, I'm pretty sure this is what was happening. We had two different entities fighting over the dead bell, and that like muffled sound happened when they were like, it felt like they were grappling with it. Like,
Really?
because the energy really changed from one person's like, polite, one for yes,
Ding.
two for no, and then the other one was like ding 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 ding.
I've
And I
seen
think they were like,
videos like that, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Dang," I'm like, dang, mine's never done that, thankfully.
yeah, it's fun for like a
Yeah.
minute, and then you're like, stop.
You're like, please stop.
Please stop and talk.
Mhm.
And so, investigation wise, have you ever had anything that's, I guess, been like what would be like a creepy encounter or something that's kind of like freaked you out in a way anywhere?
I don't know how to answer that because I don't know that a lot of things would creep me out. It would have to be pretty severe. Like sometimes I watch these shows, these ghost hunting shows, and the whole purpose is we want to get evidence, we want to talk to spirits, we want to have an experience, and then something happens and then everybody runs. And I'm like, no, you're supposed to run to the thing that made the sound or to the scary room, not away from it. So I don't, not that I can think of off the top of my head.
So no bad experiences. So that's good.
Yeah.
Not yet. Not doing ghost hunting, no. But I also don't go looking for it. Like there are places I don't like doing things that are, let's say, like a serial killer kind of thing. Like going into a serial killer house or a victim's house. I just rather talk to old-fashioned ghosts.
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to
Cecil or
Backtrack.
something is like so.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Real quick, back to I wanted to ask you before, but it kind of like slipped. With the Ouija board, the where it I guess where the experiences was bad. Was it the same thing that you were talking to and then you had like the experience after? Would it have been the same entity or
Mm-mm.
no?
So
Okay.
this was when I was 16 and my mom was away. I was at home alone for a week in the summer and I called over my friend and we were playing with the Ouija board. And every day she would come over and we would play with this thing for hours because it was so responsive. And I had never had it work with anyone else and it kind of worked with me and her. So we were just so excited. And we were talking to this guy that he said that he was alive in the whatever 18th century and he was kind of like a ladies man and he was giving us like old 18th century pickup lines. It was fun, it was funny, it was very entertaining, it was a very light conversation, but we did it for so long and we didn't follow any of the rules because I didn't know that there were rules. So we took our hands off of it. We didn't always say goodbye. We would take a break from the board and both leave and then come back. I think if you do it right, you can avoid a lot of these situations. But we got to a point, maybe it was day 3, where we did have experiences where somebody was fighting over the board. You know, you could feel like the planchette blew off the board, like that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would just bring it back and continue talking like idiots. But there was a point at which the board said, "Stop, you're opening the gate." Right?
Oh.
And we were like, "What gate? What do you mean?" And we kept pushing it. And then the board just stopped working that day. They were like, "Come on, hello, anybody here?" And it wouldn't do anything. And then that night, oh, I get like bad chills when I talk about it. But that night, my house was just like infiltrated with shadow figures. You could literally see them like moving across the walls. You could hear like ghost laughter. You could hear just like a sinister laughter in the background. You could hear all footsteps and knocks on the walls. I spent a night in absolute terror. Like just everything felt like it had like I had invited it all into my home. And it was really, that was the part that, you know, when my mom came back from the trip a few days later, because I was like, I'm not going to tell her I did anything. And she was like, "Did you do something here while I was gone? Things keep breaking, things keep moving." And I was like, "Damn it, I did." And so she, you know, called over the priest, called over people, and the house was getting like a little bit better, but it never completely went away.
The house you're at now, right? Is that what you're...
No. Thank God that's not the house I'm at now. That's the house I grew up in. And when my mom passed away, we had to sell it. So good luck to the people who live there now. No.
Knock on the door. So, how do you like the house? This is this is the house I grew up in.
Wow, that's so. Oh my God, that's so creepy.
Sorry, I keep interrupting you, but I did go back there a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
I drove past it and I had like my ghost tube and my friend had her little spirit chat and I felt like the house totally remembered me because it said like, "You're back." Like,
oh wow.
I'm back.
I would have been like, "Step on that gas, boy."
Did you stay like outside or you just kind of just drove by? You didn't stop?
I was outside for like 10 minutes walking around. Yeah.
Did you get anything else?
Oh, so we were talking about how they had changed the house because they didn't change the outside that much, but the inside they did a full remodel. And I was talking about it with the friend that I was with. I was like, "Oh, these windows used to be like that. They used to be this color." And it said like sad that it didn't like the changes that they had done to the house.
Oh.
Yeah. But it was pretty cool that, and then so I was with my friend Carly and when we were looking at the house, she's like, "I feel like I can see a face in that window." And I was like, "That was my bedroom." Like she honed in on exactly the room where all that stuff happened. I was like, "Yeah, that was the childhood bedroom."
I wish I can go back to my childhood house and investigate it. My brother passed away in that house, so I would love to get in there and investigate it. But like you said, when they changed, the new owners changed everything. This is how they did to our house too, the house I grew up in.
Have you been? since,
in
like
San
even outside?
Diego. Yeah, it's been
Oh.
it's in San Diego. So we haven't drove by it for a while. I wonder what it looks like now. Yeah, but I would love to get in there. Just to
Yeah.
see. I wonder if my brother's in there giving him hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, every once in a while.
Yeah. You're like, well, who are you? Yeah. It's funny because the people my parents sold the house to, they lived there and they like painted the walls crazy colors because they lived there a couple years and then they sold it. Or
Mhm.
maybe a year. And they weren't there very long, but they ended up selling it. But she like painted the walls like red and colorful. And I'm like, because they had an open house. So
Yeah.
I went to go look at it and I'm like, and then she was like doing some design with bricks. You know how they kind of put a brick and make a design on the grass? I'm like,
Mhm.
what the fuck is this? But yeah, I wonder why they decided to sell.
Who knows?
Yeah, I didn't tell him I lived here before. I didn't mention that I lived there. I just was being nosy,
I mean, I would love to talk to the people who live there now. They don't seem very friendly. In the past, when I've tried to reach out or even tell them like a little bit of the history of the house, and they just don't really seem to care.
Yeah,
I wish I could, because I'm like, I know my mom doesn't like the changes that you made to the house.
right.
I know for sure you've heard from her. So.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they tore up. I don't know what these people. If they painted over what she did, but it looked like I was like, wow, it was very colorful, and I like color, but she made that like very, like I don't know, it was
gaudy.
Yeah, I mean, I like red, but I mean, it was just. Were you with me when we went there? No, probably not. Yeah, it wasn't bad, but I was like, yeah, it was different for sure. It was different, especially the backyard. I was like, what the fuck did you do back here? Jesus Christ. Like you trying to summon like aliens or what? Like it was weird. I would love to get back in there. Yeah.
Investigating wise, what has been your favorite place to investigate?
Yeah.
So I really, really love investigating places that haven't been investigated before. And I know that's just like, I mean,
I like that.
Which is good. It's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I love it.
Yeah.
So my friend Dawn works at a bar in downtown Los Angeles called the Golden Gopher. And it is, I think it's the oldest liquor license in Los Angeles. So it goes way back to 1905. And it used to have, I was like, oh, is that Dawn? No. It used to have a hotel on top of it and then like a bar on the bottom floor. The hotel has long since been abandoned. And Dawn for years has told me that we have ghosts at our bar. We have ghosts at our bar. They're this, they're that. So when I got a chance, I was like, hey, ask your manager if like she would let us go and do it sometime. She's like, well, it'll have to be after the bar closes, like 3 a.m. Like we could do it. So we went and investigated this place that had not been investigated before. And she was like, do you want me to tell you the background? And we're like, no, let's just see what happens, like what we pick up on first. And she said, you guys went right to the place where all the activity happens. And there's a little corner. It's the women's bathroom, like spoiler alert for people that go to it's the women's bathroom is super, super active. And then there's a dark corner and then there's the men's bathroom. And you can feel like a lower energy. I don't know. I don't want to say demon because not everything's a demon, but like a lower energy entity that like, I don't know if they like absorb the bad energy from the people who are drinking and inebriated, but it like kind of feeds off of that energy. And then she would talk about the woman spirit that was in the bathroom. And I've been to this bar before, but I didn't pay that much attention. When we went back to do the investigation, I walked into the bathroom and there's a mirror on this wall, a mirror on that wall, a mirror on the third wall, and a mirror on the ceiling. And I was like, you guys are asking for it. You've created this massive, portal with all these mirrors facing one another. And that was the room that the dead bell like would not. At first it didn't go off, but once it started going off, it wouldn't stop.
So you investigated, right? I'm assuming.
We did, and then we went upstairs. And the cool thing about the upstairs is that there is no electricity. There's no half of the floor is missing actually when you go to the top floor, so you have to be really careful.
Okay.
But we got a very specific spirit up there who said his name was Paul, and we verified that a few times through the dead bell and the K2 meters. And we were talking to Paul, and Paul was saying that he watches over the current manager and he protects her from other spirits in the building and all this kind of stuff. And we didn't really know anything about the hotel's history, but later on we came back home, we're like, I wonder who Paul is. I wonder if we could find him. And it turns out that Paul used to work at the bar and manage the hotel when it was like it turned into living spaces above the bar. So he was like the manager of the bar and the apartments above it.
I was
And he
gonna
would kind
ask
of
you
like
that
keep,
next. Yeah. What was
he would keep everything under control. And he's
Yeah.
like the like fatherly figure that watches over the place.
Yeah.
So,
I was gonna ask you if you got any answers as to what's haunting it.
yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
It's
It
cool.
was so cool. We're gonna go back for a daytime investigation and maybe do the spirit board this time.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah. You have to let me know what happens.
Yeah.
Did you ever get
absolutely.
into that Chinatown place that we were talking about?
So I was talking to the owner of the Little Jewel in Chinatown, and we are going to be going on Tuesday for like a pre-investigation. He said that his schedule's super booked up until March. So depending on what happens Tuesday night, we might be organizing a haunt with an investigation with more people, like a more public thing in March.
Yeah,
So
they should.
I have no idea what to expect. He has
No.
all kinds of stories about what happened there. His overnight manager used to live in the basement and then went absolutely crazy, and like harmed himself and ended up in the hospital. And then the people the cleaning crew that would come and clean the restaurant overnight, they hated it. And it was so haunted that they wouldn't even return for their last paycheck. They were like not setting foot in that space
Are you
again.
serious?
Yeah. So I'm like, what are
I'm
we going
like,
to find?
in California, I'm taking all my money. It's crazy.
Can't they direct deposit? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. Can you just mail it to me? Wow.
But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's such a cool spot.
So, what is your favorite equipment then to bring? Like, what is your most have? Like, you must bring to an investigation. Would you, if you had to pick one or two? I can't just bring. I gotta bring two.
If you're stuck on an island, like
Yeah.
I mean, I like something that can at least give me a yes or no answer.
Right.
So it would be like K2 meter, maybe number one, because that's the easiest one. And then it has to be Dead Bell right now because it's just such a ghost favorite.
Yeah. Spirit box and Dead Bell for me. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. When you say spirit box, you're talking about the thing that goes through the radio frequencies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The SB7 type one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
What's your experience with that?
Oh, I've gotten amazing answers. Amazing at the missing at the mortuary. We were in the freezer part, and I'm like, "Can you tell me where we're at?" And it was said freezer. And I said, "What did they do with your body?" And do you remember what they said? I can't remember right now, but it said something like they sold it. You know the history about that fucking place.
Yes, I do.
They sold it, came through, and like just like little stuff like that came through. And then, at Griffith Park, the lady, you heard the story where she was found in the tree.
I'm not sure.
That one, yeah, there was a lady that was found hanging and burning from a tree. I didn't know her name at the time. Her name came through my spirit box. We've gotten a lot of crazy stuff through the spirit box, yeah. But at the time, I'm not paying attention to it because I'm asking so many questions. It's not until editing. That's where we go back to the conversation in the beginning where it's good to record. Sometimes I'll catch it at that moment. Sometimes, most of the time, I don't.
We were in the freezer at the mortuary. This is at the former Lamb mortuary. From the
I wish
HBO.
You guys can go. I wish you guys can go. It's such an awesome location.
It's HBO did a documentary called The Mortician because there was so much shady stuff happening at this place. So now it's an escape room, but they will, for a pretty penny, allow you to do some ghost hunting there, and it is pretty expensive. But we were in the freezer last month, and which is not active. So every time I say freezer, I think like you're cold. But we were in the freezer room last month, and the spirit box said something like a dark energy, and then Ghost Tube said demon, and we're like,
Oh,
okay,
see,
we're
we
done.
were getting that shit too. It was like holder and like, you know, or it was crazy the stuff that was getting through. But that place is a badass location. I can see why they upped the price. It's a badass location. Yeah,
It's pretty good.
I definitely want to go back, but not at that price. I told you what it is. Now, right?
No, they probably raised it after that.
After
they
because it's
put
getting
that
more popular. Yeah.
Were you guys the first?
I think we were like the third people that investigated there. Yeah. But yeah.
It's a cool spot. And also I think it's a lot more active, not just because of everything that happened there. Of course that adds to it, but it's a newer like tragedy. It's only been a few decades.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you're gonna go visit a haunted castle in Ireland, you know, those like 400-year-old ghosts are probably a little tired.
I don't overseas. Yeah. Yeah. I think we all should just book a cruise because I don't fly.
Oh, I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Oh,
I would have been on the East Coast. Yeah, I would have been on the East Coast if I flew, but I can't do it. I'm scared.
You're not going to do Paracon at the Penhurst Penitentiary?
No.
Penhurst Asylum? Penitentiary.
Are you guys going, Jen? Mondo?
I don't know what we're doing this year. Yeah.
Well,
we want to go to the New Jersey Paracon, so we're definitely planning on that.
Yeah. Are you going, Laura? Are you going?
Yeah, I bought tickets. I was like, I want to do it. And then it's so close, 2 hours a drive to Gettysburg. But I mean, if I'm going to go all the way to Pennsylvania, I might as well.
Oh, you got to go to Gettysburg.
Gettysburg is awesome.
Gettysburg is amazing.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, our friends that we investigate are from Pennsylvania, so they're actually moving back, and they're like, "You gotta come to Pennsylvania. I'll take you to all these places." I'm like, "Okay, how am I gonna get there?"
Train, bus.
Yeah, I'm even scared of a train, man. I'm like chicken shit.
She'll be there next week.
I don't even want to go on the Greyhound. You hear those stories about people getting murdered?
Yeah, Greyhound's so good. Amtrak.
You hear those stories about getting derailed and shit? I'm such a chicken shit. I feel like the older I'm getting more like paranoid.
Yeah.
How bad do you want to investigate?
I do.
Out of it.
Yeah, I need to fly. I need to go over that. I think my problem is I don't like tight spaces and I can't get up and move. So I could do 3 hours on a plane, but I can't do anything longer. Because he's from New York and he's like, we've been together over 20 years and I've never been to New York for that reason. Because I don't fly.
Aww.
Which sucks because I know he wants me to go, but I just can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Give her a couple seconds. Just not
right. Knowing my ass, I'll be talking shit. Fucking bullshit! You got me on this motherfucker.
Drag her out of that plane.
Take a little something to relax you.
You went at David Ullman's house.
So yeah.
There?
I went as a part of a group and I wasn't doing investigations yet, but they had some equipment and stuff like that. I felt some things there, but I didn't have enough opportunity to, go through it by myself. It's hard when you're there with a big group of people because I just some people feel things right away. And I feel like I don't have to be alone, but if there's fewer people, I feel like it's easier to tune into a house.
Oh, so you are gifted. You do have gifts?
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but I feel like I can sense something if it's quiet enough that I can tune in.
Yeah.
But I would love to have like an actual like psychic with me that could just like give me all the answers. But
Michael, our friend Michael that was in the chat, I don't know if he's still here. We've brought him on investigations. He's really good. And he's also been on the show a few times.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so he's really cool.
What did you feel there?
I felt so when we were upstairs in the I guess the main houses, the entry floor is the upstairs, and then the house is built like the other levels are at the bottom. So on the main floor, where he says things move around and stuff like that, but it's not, he says the bottom floors have more energy. I felt kind of sick to my stomach and dizzy on the main floor. Like I was like, oh, I feel a little like I'm gonna faint, like something's not quite right. And then when we went to the lower levels, the energy calmed down for me, where he said it was he thought it would be more haunted. But there's an area in the back, I think, where he has like his laundry machines or something.
The hallway. Yeah.
There's a real temperature change. Like it goes from normal temperature to freezing cold in that back walkway. That's kind of all I felt.
In the downstairs in the movie theater or the movie room, and you got locked in
downstairs. Laundry. I think I've seen that.
A lot of people say, down at the bottom, the very bottom where the movie room is, in that bedroom, people have said they got locked. I thought you got locked in. I think you couldn't open the door or something like that. And I think that happened again when we were there last time.
He's over it. He's over your investigating. And
yes, he's so just gonna.
I don't remember.
She done called you out.
Oh my god.
I like her.
I think the door did get stuck on him. I remember that.
He wants to participate when he wants to. Yeah, I think he got locked. He's like, I couldn't open the door. I think you got locked.
Yeah.
It wasn't long. I mean, but he couldn't. I think it was like stuck or something where it would not open.
He's like,
he was literally on the floor asleep before the show.
So scared.
Now we're just gonna say he's tired.
I mean, low key, I was pretty tired today too. I don't know, just not feeling it. And then it's also getting dark so soon now. It's like,
I love it though. I can't stand
nap time.
I'm like a vampire. I'm like,
so how like strict are you guys when you're evaluating evidence that you catch on an investigation?
Like, what do you mean?
Like I've had a situation in particular that I'm thinking about with a friend of mine, and we went to, it was at the mortuary, and she took some photos and she's positive she sees a figure in them. And I'm positive that there's nothing there. But like, I mean, I don't want to burst anyone's bubble. Like if you believe it or if you see something, okay. But I kind of feel like my bar is a little bit higher to say like I caught something on camera or an EVP or something.
Oh, you're talking about those anal people that are like, oh, it's not paranormal. Is that what you mean?
I'm talking about the people that are like, they see ghosts and everything.
Oh, okay.
Like I see a ghost in the smoke. Oh shit.
I mean,
Right.
I don't want to say nothing negative. To each their own. Maybe they see something I don't.
Right.
And I'm not gonna. If they see something, I'll just be like, I don't see it. As delicately as I can. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna argue with somebody because they may see it something that I don't see. So I'm not gonna like talk shit to them because I don't see it. I'm not one of, you know what I mean?
No, totally.
Yeah, there are people that are like that though. Like they will freaking full force try to convince you there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So I never want to be one of those people, but if they see something and I don't see it, I'd be like, I don't see it. That's it,
Or like on the paranormal shows when they're like, it clearly says Abraham Lincoln, and you're like, that is not what I heard.
That's the thing with like spirit box too. Like some people will hear different things. So I don't know if is there such thing as an ear pareidolia?
Yeah. I think
like
there is.
Like an ear one, yeah. So maybe they hear something. Yeah, maybe they hear something. Like Jen and I are, and we've shared stuff, and they would hear something totally different. I'm like, maybe. But then I listen to it, and I'm like, I'm still hearing what I hear, but then I can also hear what they're hearing. Yeah, so it's kind of like So I don't know. How are you guys, Jen, Mondo?
When it comes to EVPs, and Jen and I, we kind of do this thing where I'll pick up something, let's say, and I'll tell her, hey, what do you hear? And more times than not, we hear the same thing. But she doesn't like to tell me what she hears, or I don't like to tell her what I hear because I don't want to influence.
Right.
Like it says John, but maybe she hears Juan or something, you know.
Yeah.
But I influenced her to hear John instead
Right.
of what she
Yes.
heard Juan.
That's like when you're
And
editing too and putting the captions, you're influencing the people. So it's like,
Yeah.
right. So
Yeah,
that's
true.
why, unless if it's like a class A EVP that it's without a shadow of a doubt that it says John,
yeah.
you know, we won't post it. Or at least if
I
it's
won't-
very close.
I don't know about we won't post it, but I'll post it without saying
Right.
like if I says hello and I can tell, I mean, I can hear without headphones far away, it says hello. I know it says hello. I'm gonna put it when the words are hello because it's pretty obvious. But if it's something that I'm not gonna tell you what I think it is here and it's not very discernible, I'll highlight it maybe, or maybe I don't even do it and then I don't even write the captions. I let the person, you know, if they think they heard it, then they heard it. They don't, whatever.
And then as far as like video evidence and things like that, we don't like to post things because at the end of the day, that's our credibility. So you know, if it's not legit or 100%, we don't post it. And half the time, and I know Joy and Joy do it like this too. Like half the time we spend like trying to debunk what it is that we got, you know, because the last thing you want to do is come to a realization. I'll share with you something that's happened to us. Long story short, we were with good friends of ours, Black Smoke, investigating at a jail, and Jenny thought that she heard a whistle. And on the video, Steven and I, we were watching kind of like video setup of the whole jail, and we're watching the monitor, and we hear the whistle as well. Come to find out, it ended up being that there was another person that was in there with us. He was whistling to the tune that she was whistling. What was it, $1 in a haircut or something like that, or
Probably.
So she was doing that tune
Shaving a haircut.
Shaving a haircut. Excuse me. Shaving a haircut. So she started it, and the other person that was in a different floor, different corner of the jail, finished the tune, and he admitted it. You know, but thank God, because that would have ruined pretty much our finding. You know.
Right. I like that you keep it honest.
But we didn't show it. You're right.
You hear things about a lot of these shows where they like intentionally set items off, or like, you know, put a cell phone next to an EVP, not EVP, EMF meter, and you know, or pull strings or whatever. So it's hard to know that what you're watching is legit.
Real.
Yeah.
I think, like, especially for YouTube, I think a lot of it, some people are legit and some people do it for entertainment purposes only. So it's hard to tell. And I'm not going to, you know, teach their own, whatever they want. We post real shit. If we don't know if it's paranormal, we're still going to post it, but we're just going to leave it as you decide, you know?
Yeah.
Todd has a good point, which I want to mention because I actually believe this from this banter we get a lot. Is he said Carmela has heard different responses on EVPs than what he's heard. Talking with Lourdes, which is another good friend of ours, shout out to Ron and Lourdes. We have had conversations that it's possible that we hear separate messages due to consciousness, and I totally believe that. We have experimented also with that. I think that people hear something that they're much more on their frequency than other people hear, and so maybe, I mean, for the pareidolia, like, yeah, I know that could happen, but I mean, it has to be like really just like a but, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell that is. That's nothing but like I've heard something like in a clear thing, and then I'll be like, no, I don't. He'll be like, oh, but you hear this, and I don't deter. Like I'm like, no, bro, I hear this. Like, and he's like, well, I hear this. I'm like, okay, well, that's what you hear. Like, I don't know why, but it's like my mind does not change from I don't influence. That's what it is.
We get into it too.
I'm like Joy. Sometimes I can hear both things. I can hear what I thought, and I can hear what you think. Like it's kind of like in the middle.
You ever seen that video where it's like Oh my God! Pretend it's like golden shower. It's not golden shower.
Oh, you're talking about the
Oh my God, Jen.
This is taking a
I
turn.
know what that is.
No, I know, but it sounds like that. It's that's why I call it golden shower. But it's something.
The fan is not going to help you. Don't cover your face.
I don't know.
I can't laugh. It hurts. Sorry.
I don't know. Pretend it says something mine something. I can't remember. I know you guys know what I'm talking about in the chat. And everybody's like, I hear green. It's like green sailor, something stupid. And then somebody's like, oh, I hear chicken nuggets or something. And I'm like, bro, how can y'all hear green sailor? And I've tried to make myself hear that.
Well, chicken nuggets and green sailor are like way.
The equivalent of that, like
that's how very far apart they are, and I cannot not hear the other thing. I can't hear it. I just can't freaking do it. I don't know.
the blue and black dress versus the white and gold dress.
Oh my God, yes,
visual,
yes.
though. This one is like it's auditory.
Yeah,
When I find
that
it, I'm gonna show it to you.
yeah, that's a way big difference. If it's similar, okay. But when it's like two different,
It's like very different, and people hear like very different things, and I'm just like, bro, where, how, and where?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
But your brain, I don't know. You know what I'm
So
saying?
Yeah,
just to nail the point down one more time, Laura.
Yeah.
I would rather, and Jenny agrees with me and a bunch of folks.
Absolutely.
I'd rather not post up a video of my investigation than to post something that I can fabricate. I'd rather post nothing.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what's the point? That's
Exactly.
I'd rather post.
if we were
something I don't
making
get
money and
anything.
being paid for this, there would be a point. But no.
Yeah, we'll post it even if we don't get really like one thing. I mean, a video is a video. It shows people that you
Right.
don't get shit all the time, you know?
I feel
100%.
so responsible when I invite people to go with me somewhere and it's just not an active night. Like I just feel like, man, it's all
you're
on my
like,
shoulders.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
just promise these people an experience and like nothing is happening. I hate
Yeah.
that. But
I mean,
life, they don't operate on command.
no, they don't. They really don't. What about you? Are you picky?
I feel like I'm relatively picky. Like there are times that I can see a face, but I'm like, I'm not saying there's a face. I'm just saying I can see one in the window.
Right.
I'm not
yeah.
claiming that it's that something's really there.
Right.
Because
Right.
I
That's what you
definitely,
see.
after reading
Yeah.
Coffee Cups, I'm trained to see images. My
Right.
brain has been trained for years to see images, and everybody has that natural inclination anyway.
Mhm.
So, but if there could be an explanation for something, I try to rule it out. I just want to keep it honest, and I want to keep my standards high.
That's right. And that's good. That's a good thing. A good quality to have. Yeah.
I think so. Where are we going to investigate? What's our place that we're going to go investigate together?
No, let's figure it out. We're gonna plan. I'm gonna talk. I wish Jen and Mondo would live close. We got them all just to have one. Everybody on the show that's been on the show, we just got to meet.
Jen, Mondo,
Yeah.
do you guys have trouble flying?
Nope.
No, it's
Okay.
just we don't have no, but I can psych myself to going there, and it has to be nonstop. I don't do.
Yeah, that too. Okay, maybe nonstop. Yeah.
I think I'm more scared of like the whole lifting off and landing part, but yeah, I wouldn't mind going. I want to go check it out over there. The only thing that kind of like psychs me out about California is the earthquakes, but I don't mind.
Like 5 seconds.
I would live there though.
Yeah,
You couldn't pay me to live in California.
It's only like a 5 second.
visiting,
It's a 5 second tremble. May feel like a minute, but it's only 5 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't had one in a long time.
Leave me here with my hurricanes. I'm good. But Laura, thank you very much for spending some time with us. It was a pleasure getting to talk with you and getting to learn some about 𝗟𝗏𝗃. Can you please tell? There you go. You got it, man. Can you please tell the good folks where they can find you at in case they want to check out some of your videos as well as some of your paranormal investigations?
Yeah, and reach out to you.
Yeah, thank you. So on Instagram is the main place where I post things. Every once in a while I'll post on YouTube or TikTok, but I am too old really for TikTok. So it's I stay on Instagram. It's at seance.and.sensibility. Like Sense and Sensibility, but for seances. So that's where you can find my stuff.
Yay.
You know, I meant to ask you, where did you get your name from?
That was it.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanted to be punny or something cute, so I was like, because I do like this like old Victorian decor and stuff. So I thought Seance and Sensibility would be close.
I like it.
Yeah, me too. Different.
Thank you so much for having me on, guys. This was really fun.
Thank you for being on.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure meeting you and talking to you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hopefully meet you one day. Hopefully I'll see you around here.
I'm not afraid to fly.
Awesome. So Joy next week announcement.
Oh yes. So next week we are doing a special episode. We're gonna bring Chaz, Miss
Chaz.
Appalachian Nightmare, aka Luna Beans, back on. We're gonna do a special episode where Jen and her are going. So me and Mondo are having a location, and they're gonna try to tap in to see what they pick up from that location. Because Jen is gifted and Chaz is gifted. So
yes, we're gonna talk about the location. We're gonna have you see what it is that they can pick up live.
So we only know, me and Mondo and Joey, hopefully, when I tell them, we'll know.
Yes. Whoa, we're going somewhere. Yeah.
I'm just messing with you. That sounds like so much fun. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to interrupt now, but that does really sound like a lot of fun.
Yeah. So we're going to see what they can pick up.
Yeah, this is going to be amazing.
What are you talking about?
I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, that's the catch.
I just told
They
you.
do not know what it is. They're gonna try to see what they can pick up from these images.
Yeah.
Image just one. And then
just one.
We'll talk about it and see from there. And
See
you
how
guys will be able to watch it live.
So in other words, it's like a blind. What do you call it? A blind cold case.
Blind read, I guess you can say.
Blind read, maybe. Yeah.
So at this point,
like remote viewing.
When we do the episode,
Kind of like remote viewing. Yes.
Yes.
50 Shades Paranormal.
Joy and Joey will know, and I will know. But you guys will find out when you tune in live next Sunday. So please remember to tune in to Spook Coast to Coast. Please remember to hit that notification bell, the like button, and please feel free to comment on this episode. Tell your friends, tell your family, watch Spook Coast to Coast. Happy holidays.
Please check out Laura. Don't forget.